Right, we're gonna get started. So, welcome everyone to our Eco MoCo interest meeting. We're so excited to see y'all. And today we're gonna talk about what Eco MoCo is and how you can get involved, which we're super excited about. Just another reminder, this meeting is being recorded and will be posted to our YouTube and Instagram. And so let's get started. All right, so today we have like a kind of packed agenda. Firstly, we're gonna start with an icebreaker, super fun. And then we're gonna go into what Eco MoCo is about, so like our mission and our goals. We're gonna talk about our executive boards, our departments, everything like that. And then you'll be able to get the mic and ask any questions. So that's our Q&A portion. And lastly, we're gonna have more info on how you can get involved. So I'm gonna pass it to Peter.
Okay, let's begin with a kind of fun icebreaker just to get the energy in this meeting alive. So in the chat, or we would love if you could unmute, what is your name, grade, and school? And what are 3 exciting activities you will be doing over this summer? So put it in the chat or unmute. And I can start our discussion. So my name is Peter. I'm currently in 9th grade at Northwest High School. And 3 exciting things I will be doing over the summer is 1, running Eco MoCo, having applications and setting up our executive board, and also a lot of fun in-person events. 2, I will be doing a lot of tennis, I think 6 hours every day for like 8 weeks. And then 3, I will be in August, late August, I will be traveling to Italy to visit relatives. So that's 3 things from me. I'd love to hear everyone else.
I can go next. So my name is Lumina Zah. I am a sophomore at Winston Churchill High School, and my number 1 is definitely Eco MoCo as well. Last year, we held 2 really fun in-person events over the summer. So looking forward to doing that again and also expanding our events. Number 2, I'm gonna be going to a vision conference, the National Vision Conference. I think it's in Illinois. My geography is so bad, so like don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then 3, just excited to like sleep in a lot, take time to rest, and just take time to relax. But also I need to study for the SAT, which sucks, but it's okay. Let's see, does anyone want to share? Oh, I see something in the chat. Hey, Marshall. Ooh, Canada. That sounds super fun.
Ooh.
Volunteering at a local hospital. That's really cool. Okay, we have a 5th grader.
Wow.
Wow, New York City, that sounds so fun. You're also going to be studying for the SAT. Good luck, good luck. We should like have a study session. Eco MoCo study session. Wow, and about taking a class at Montgomery College. Wow.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
Oh, we have someone from New Jersey.
That's super cool. Welcome. Oh, a sustainability camp. Oh my gosh, definitely let us know how that goes.
Yes, that sounds really exciting. Wow. Thank you for all the answers in the chat. Feel free to, for anyone who didn't participate, continue dropping it in the chat or unmute. But I think we can move on to our next agenda item. So I'll start off with what Eco MoCo is about. We're going to be watching this quick video from Greta Thunberg, and just to kind of show you what Eco MoCo is grounded in, what our values are, and also why climate change is such an important issue in today's world.
My message is that we'll be watching you. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. The popular idea of cutting our emissions in half in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees and the risk of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. To have a 67% chance of staying below a 1.5 degrees of global temperature rise, the best odds given by the IPCC, the world had 420 gigatons of CO2 left to emit back on January 1st, 2018. Today, that figure is already down to less than 350 gigatons. How dare you pretend that this can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions? With today's emissions levels, that remaining CO2 budget will be entirely gone within less than 8.5 years. There will not be any solutions or plans presented in line with these figures here today, because these numbers are too uncomfortable and you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us. But the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line. The world is waking up, and change is coming whether you like it or not. Thank you. My message is that we'll be...
Wow, what a powerful video, just to show you how serious climate change is and how Eco MoCo plans to really serve as a strong climate activist while also fostering leadership, as our mission statement says. So just to read our mission statement word for word, Eco MoCo is a student-led environmental organization that strives to make our region more environmentally friendly while creating a platform that fosters leadership. So you can find this on our overview document, which is in our application form, which we will talk about later on in today's meeting. But now let's learn a little bit more. So who are the officers and what are their responsibilities? We have 3 officers. I'm Peter. I am one of two co-presidents for Eco MoCo. Like I said, I'm a freshman at Northwest High School, and you can find me at my Instagram handle at peterboyco_. I'll pass it off to Lumina.
Hi everyone, I'm Lumina and I'm the other co-president, co-founder, and my contact is up there if you ever want to reach out. But after that, we have Anna, who is our secretary. Anna is a freshman at Walter Johnson High School, and her Instagram handle is up there. If you ever need to reach out to any of us, feel free to do so. Anna was just recently elected as secretary, so we're super excited to work with her this year. But just to give you some overview of what each of the officers do, as co-president, we overlook the entirety of Eco MoCo. So we look at all aspects of operation, whether that's organizing our executive board meetings, organizing events and workshops, representing Eco MoCo. So for example, we were invited to the MCPS Next Generation Leadership Day, where we talk with fifth graders about us. And we ensure that every department is working diligently and we help them with anything.
Yeah, and in addition to operation, we assist departments with their projects as well, making sure we are serving as involved members in our organization as well, not just leaders, but also we're involved in the projects that our organization carries out. We have advanced policy initiatives. We worked closely with our policy department to urge Montgomery County Council members to pass Bill 1322, which was this all electrification bill for new buildings in Montgomery County. And we also develop close relations with other organizations such as Compostology, which is another environmental organization in Montgomery County. We organize fundraisers and so much more.
And for our secretary, who is Anna, the secretary oversees all aspects of communication, including our email, our Discord, social media, and Linktree. And the secretary also works closely with our public relations department. So we'll be going over what public relations does soon. But the secretary also assists the co-presidents in organizing our executive board meetings, hosting events, and monitoring productivity for all our departments. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about what our departments are and the roles and responsibilities of each. So we have 6 absolutely amazing departments. The first one is Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff makes sure that all the departments are running smoothly, that all the meetings are going well. And so last year, our Chief of Staff actually created a really cool point system where we get to keep track of everyone's meeting attendance, and we award points for it for a prize at the end. Communications does outreach to local organizations and writes monthly newsletters. So this year, we really want to focus a lot on our newsletters to make sure that we're reaching to as many students as possible, including our elementary schoolers. For environmental education, this department hosts panels, workshops, and contests. So basically anything to raise environmental awareness. And this year, they hosted our first environmental panel with speakers from like the Department of Environmental Protection and the Board of Education. They also hosted a contest and workshops. Finance department raises money through fundraisers. We really want to expand our merchandise this year, and they also apply for grants. And so we would love to see a lot of great things from finance this year as well. And then policy, as Peter mentioned this year, policy worked on our Bill 1322 advocacy. And so policy oversees all our advocacy efforts, especially for policy advocacy, including through research, testifying, etc. And then our public relations department works on our social media presence and the website. And so that means taking photos at meetings, taking videos, uploading them to our website, managing the website, and also creating graphics for our Instagram.
Yeah, I can do this slide. So what do our departments look like? They're typically broken into 2 parts. Directors, 1 to 2 directors that usually overlook the department, and then we have deputies that assist directors with department responsibilities. In addition, we take attendance very seriously, and we have meetings every second Saturday of every month from 4 to 6 p.m. So if you're interested in joining our organization, this is when we have our executive board meetings, and it's important that you make these times free for you to be able to attend our meetings. And as it says, departments are required to, departments are required to meet regularly throughout the year outside of executive board meetings through department meetings.
And then for requirements for our executive board members, and so number one, you must be a rising 6th through 12th grader to apply. We really want to encourage anyone who's a rising 6th through 12th grader to apply, and make sure that you're able to attend all our executive board meetings, as Peter mentioned, with our dates. Make sure that you have them in your calendar. Make sure that you can attend. If you're not able to attend, please make sure to reach out to your Chief of Staff Deputy to receive notes. And so make sure to also attend your department meetings. So your director and department will work together to figure out a meeting time. And we really want to emphasize that you don't need prior experience to join. However, we do hope that directors have some sort of leadership experience, but know that we look for passion and dedication over experience.
Yes.
So we have our Q&A session next. So at this time, you can unmute and ask any questions. You can just go ahead and raise your hand. I'm going to stop sharing so that we can actually see everyone, which is always nice having some human interaction. So go ahead and raise your hand if you have a question.
Or just unmute or put it in the chat. I believe we had some actually pre-submitted questions that we can use to start off our meeting today from our RSVP form. So I'll leave these questions anonymous since I didn't leave a question for if you want it anonymous. So someone asked, in order to join Eco MoCo, do you have to have any qualifications such as with a GPA? I know for directors or bigger positions, you do with you have to have experience in previous organizations. However, I just want to check with regular positions such as a deputy or general member. Additionally, I haven't had much experience in Eco and MoCo stuff, although I'm interested in becoming a deputy. Can I? Okay, so to answer your first question, again, like Lumina said, we always put passion over experience, so we don't really look for experience that much. We just want to see that you're dedicated. And you asked about GPA. You don't need to have any qualifications for GPA. We don't look at that. We don't ask you for that. But just, make sure if you want to join, make sure to have passion. And just, we're really looking for a lot of dedicated executive board members. But Marshall, I saw your hand first, so what is your question? You can unmute.
So I submitted my application like a few days ago, I think, but I was wondering if, sorry, I was wondering if I could like change my application to like, if there's a way to like change your application to change what department or what like position that I would like to be assigned to. Like, if, for example, if I wanted to like, because in the previous application, I did like 2 deputy positions, but I was thinking about it and I feel like maybe I would want to try like for a director and also a deputy position since there's 2 choices.
Absolutely. So if you can send us an email just indicating like what change you want to make, and then we'll make sure to jot that down. So I'll put our email into the chat, and then you can just email us saying, hey, I'm your name, and then I submitted an application. I want to change it to like which 2 positions, and we'll make sure to update it. But just put our email into the chat so you can just email us. But thank you. Cool. And then next we have Milkovtu. Sorry, how do you pronounce your name?
Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
Awesome.
Okay, so my question is, throughout the school year, will we have like opportunities to meet like in public, depending on like literal like environmental meetings or like let's say service projects? Will that be happening throughout the year?
Yes, we will definitely be meeting in person. We're going to try our best to have hybrid meetings where some people can join in person, some people can join virtually, and we're going to try to ensure that our in-person meeting destinations are, close to everybody, because I know Montgomery County is a pretty big county and it might be difficult for transportation purposes. to get to in-person events. So we'll try to find destinations that work for everyone. But we will try our best to have in-person executive board meetings, which will occur every second Saturday. But I think your idea of service projects is really great. We might have that during our executive board meetings. We will also have some exciting in-person events during the summer. And yeah, just to answer your question, yes, absolutely, we will be doing in-person events.
I'll just add really quickly that we had a hybrid executive board meeting in October of 2022, which was super amazing. And so we had a virtual and in-person option, and we actually had a food drive then. And so that was like basically our first service project, but we'll definitely like continue those. And next year, we're hoping to have more hybrid meetings.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question. And then Jeremy?
I was just wondering, have you done any like trash pickups before?
Yes, we have. Last year in August, we hosted our Litter Free Parks event, which, if any of you are familiar with Black Hill Regional Park, it's like this park in Boyd's, Maryland. And we hosted a trash pickup there with our executive board members, and it was so much fun. We had it was 3 hours. The first hour we had a trash pickup where we picked up trash around the park, and we were given 3 SSL hours for our work. In the second hour, we actually went boating in the lake they have, which was also really fun. And then in our third hour, we had a picnic while the sun was setting, and it was just so much fun. And in addition to that, we're also maybe hoping to have more trash pickups in different times throughout the year. But yes, we've had a trash pickup, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Does anyone else have a question? Well, I just wanted to add really quickly, since I know we've had a lot of interest on like our in-person events. So another event that we did last year over the summer was our LCW COF, or it's the Latino Conservation Week kickoff fiesta, where we hosted recycled art tables, and basically we were able to work with the kids at the event and teach them how to make recycled art, which is basically turning things that would be trash into art. And so that was an amazing event. We had Yes, the acronym is in the chat. But we had just a few tables set up. We had a lot of kids come over to us and make art. We also had like a pin making station where they basically like drew an endangered animal or colored it. They learned about endangered animals and then made it into a pin. So it was an excellent event. And next year we'll be hosting more. And Ella, you have a question? Go ahead.
Is our main form of communication going to be email?
Yeah, so we'll have email, and we'll also have a Discord. And so in the Discord, you'll have channels for each department, as well as like announcements and opportunities and general chat. But most like important information will definitely be sent through email.
Yes. Okay, we can slowly wrap up. I know we told you that we're ending at 6:30, so we can go ahead and end at 6:30 with a couple of more slides. We just have a few more. Okay, so to close out more information, this is kind of how you can get involved. And we've been talking about applications kind of all meeting long. So we would like to give you the link. If you are interested in joining Eco MoCo, which I'm sure most of you are since you attended this meeting today, we have executive board applications out now. You can search up bit.ly/EcoApps23. EcoApps23 is in all caps. And that'll take you to the application, which has our overview document, which I know Lumen is also putting in the chat. Applications close on the last day of school, Friday, June 16th at midnight. So make sure to get in your application before then. You've heard about all our amazing departments and roles. And if you apply, we will be happy to have you on our team. Other ways to stay in touch are through our Instagram at Eco MoCo Advocacy, or our Linktree with the dot in between R and E /Eco MoCo. There you can find all the links you need really to sign up for our email list, Discord, find applications, look at YouTube videos, and look at articles that were even posted about Eco MoCo. And then our Discord is also on the screen, but it's also in our link tree, and it may also be in the chat. So yeah, that's kind of all the resources we have. Oh, I see a question. Sorry, how do you pronounce your name?
It's Huma.
Homa. Okay, thank you. What's your question or comment?
Hi. Okay, so what if like I submit an application, let's say last minute, last second, would I still have like a chance of like becoming a deputy, or is it like kind of come, first first serve?
You
Oh,
definitely have a chance.
yeah, you definitely have a chance. There's no first come first serve principle or whatever.
Yeah, no worries at all. I submit things last minute all the time. No worries.
Okay,
And
and then
also,
oh
oh
sorry.
no, go ahead. Sorry.
But then I also have another question. In the past, roughly how many members have been involved in this organization?
So this is our second year as an organization. And last year we had an executive board of 31 31 members. Yeah. And we had a great year last year, and we're excited to even have even more members this year, and have a passionate executive board.
That sounds really cool. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
course.
And if anyone has any other questions, feel free to stay back or ask us in the chat, send us an email anytime. But thank you so much for joining our meeting today. We're so excited to have you guys apply and join our team. Once you apply, you'll receive information about interviews and etc. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We look forward to see you apply.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Bye.